What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Money Warrior Network, where we talk about everything real estate investing, financial investing, and everything that's good for your life. So today I want to talk to you about what is inflation. What is inflation? But before I go there, remember, like and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any pertinent content. So what is inflation? Inflation is the percentage of the price of goods that people purchase on a daily basis. So the percentage that those goods increase in a certain time period. So what do I mean by that? Great example is this. Let's say you go out and you buy a vehicle for $50,000 in a perfect economy. The inflation rate on that should be about 2%. So that means year over year, that vehicle is going to cost you 2% more. So you pay $50,000 for that vehicle today. Next year at this same time, that vehicle should cost you $51,000. That's a 2% increase. Now, in the economy that we're in now, with record inflation, our inflation went up to about 9 or 10%. That's the highest it's ever been since the Great Depression. So think about that. With that same $50,000 car, you go out and purchase that car today, okay, that same car a year from now at a 10% inflation rate would cost you $55,000. So that's why you've seen these crazy prices in these vehicles. You've seen crazy prices in groceries that you buy. Interest rates on loans have gone up. All of this is because inflation. When inflation increases, you pay more with the same dollar. So what does the government do to try to tame inflation? What they do is they try to put in Fed rate hikes. These are set by the Treasury Secretary, Jerome Powell. You probably heard his name in the news. And we just had a rate hike, I believe last week, of 0.25%. So what is a Fed rate? So what a Fed rate is the money that banks borrow to lend to you. So yes, banks borrow money so that they can lend it to you. Where do they borrow this money from? They borrow this money from the federal government, and they have to pay a Fed rate for that. So that Fed rate in about 2017 to 2018 was about 0.25% to 0.5%. Now that same Fed rate is 5%. Yes, guys, I said that right, 5%. So guess who's paying that premium, that 5% premium? We are, not the banks, we're paying that. So when the bank goes to the federal government to borrow money so that they can lend to you for a credit card or a personal loan or an auto loan, you're going to pay 5% more for that money. So you wonder why you don't see 2%, 2.5% car loans anymore for a person with reasonable credit, is because the Fed rate hike. So now for an auto loan, even with A1 credit, you're going to pay about 7 to 7.5%, if not more. So that's what the federal government does to try to bring inflation down. Now, the good news, guys, is it's working, okay? Right now, we're at a 5% inflation rate, which we were at a 9% inflation rate this time last year. So even though we're having to pay more for goods and services, we are bringing down inflation, okay? So what they're doing is actually working. We just have to see what happens long term. Now, with that being said, whenever we see inflation the way it is now, whenever we see these Fed rate hikes, what tends to happen is it tends to create volatility and uncertainty in the stock market. So as you guys know, I invest in stocks. I also invest in real estate. But I would probably say my passion and my main wealth building drive is towards real estate. And, you know, while I don't give financial advice, what I would say for my own portfolio is I am heavily invested in real estate right now because I believe that it's the main wealth builder, and it's something to where you don't have to worry about the stock market. You don't have to worry about inflation. If you buy the right deal, you sell at the right price, you're always going to make money. Okay. So with that being said, guys, I want to kind of educate you guys a little bit on what inflation is. As always, guys, plan your excellence today so that you can have success tomorrow. Peace.